Hi, Sagittarius. Happy birthday. Even if you're a rising moon, Venus, wherever, however, Sagittarius, happy birthday to you too. So I decided that I'm going to do something different on this channel. Every month for the sign whose birthday it is, I'm going to do a special reading, a bonus reading, a birthday reading with the birthday spread, in addition to the regular reading that I will do for you later on. So I'm excited for this reading because you're the first that I'm doing this for, but also because I don't know, there's something about your energy right now that is so mysterious to me. I started to read more about you and also the Temperance card. Book recommendations, by the way, these are both great. We have Alan Oken's Complete Astrology, the classic guide to modern astrology, and then The Secrets of Tarot, Origins, History, and Symbolism by Barbara G. Walker. I love both of these books. Anyways, I started to read more about you and I got lost in the sauce. I'm hearing lost in the sauce. And I was sitting here for quite some time reading. I'm like, oh yeah, I have to do the tarot reading. So what is it, Sagittarius, that kind of stops time for you? And it's interesting because what I was reading about temperance, the author here was talking a little bit about temperance and timing and the ability to alchemize different times and bring different timelines together. But there's this space in between timelines that we can just sit still in. It's kind of a creative zone. It's, you know, when you're doing something you really love, maybe you're an artist or a philosopher or a performer, a writer, whatever it is that you do, it's like you get lost in that time of just soaking in knowledge or creative energy, or maybe it's when you're making love, whatever it is that you're doing, Sagittarius. This is a special time, that time where no time exists. Okay, so think about what that is for you and then spend more time in that place doing what it is that you love. It will help ground you some. Now, I'm not going to read to you about you. That seems silly to do to a Sagittarius. So I won't go there with you. But I did want to say it is interesting to me because my South Node is in Sagittarius, as is my Jupiter and Neptune and Uranus. So I got a lot of Sag in my chart. Also, my North Node and Venus are in the 9th house. So there's a lot of Sagittarius influence for me too. So the philosopher, the great healer, the great teacher, the great lover, and universal love is what you're interested in as well. How can we support humanity with the best intentions possible? Such a caring sign, although every sign has its, you know, I just saw the 7 of Cups. Every sign has its shadow aspect. And without a direct channel for you, maybe that's why I'm talking about doing something you love, without channeling your energy into something, a goal of yours, a future ambition perhaps, you can kind of get lost in the sauce, you know? You can kind of get into a place of misdirecting your energy. And for a Sagittarius, that's a really, I'm hearing critical, tough place to be in because you have such big powers and energy within you that when you're using them in the wrong way or you don't know where to put them, they actually turn against you and become your own worst enemy. So Sagittarius, what are you doing these days? How was this last year for you? And what do you want your next year to be like? Your next solar return year to look like for you? How are you going to make it a mission of yours to spend more time doing what it is you love to do? Okay, so let's get into it. I want to pull one of these cards here. You might have somebody, okay, this is side message. I don't feel like I'm going to focus in on this, but I am getting this. Okay, you might have somebody that's kind of hounding you, bothering you, stalking you, something like that, okay? What do you want to say about that? Death. Could be a Scorpio. It's interesting because I was reading about how your arrow, your archer arrow, you know, is pointing directly at the heart of Scorpio. somebody who's got a lot of things hidden, okay, I feel is watching you in some way or has their eyes on you. Maybe this is just an energetic field force, you know, but you are all about absolute truths. You have no problem speaking the truth, none at all. You're not really good at keeping secrets because you want to share truths, which is a good quality. And there's somebody here who has a lot of secrets that is watching you or approaching you. For some of you, you know who this is. For others of you, you don't know who this is. Like, you're not intimately familiar with them. You're aware of them, however. But it's like they're drawn to you like a magnet because, I don't know, maybe they need the truth to be exposed. Maybe you need to expose something to them. I don't know what this is all about. Yeah, Page of Wands. There's something they're looking for you to say. But it's like they don't realize that whatever you're going to say to them or however you're going to deal with the situation is going to have to get them to reflect on their own shadow or the shit they've been doing that isn't of the light, that isn't good. It's very interesting, Sagittarius. But you're protected, you're guided, you deal with that energy if and when you want. Okay, so let's get an overall card, or overall energy, I should say, for Sagittarius for this year. Ooh, this one. The Self and the King. Hey. Okay. You're the ruler of your own castle, Sagittarius. Ooh, we had that reading. Who was it for? Capricorn. If you have Capricorn in your chart, you might want to check out a reading I did for them. I think it was the last reading. It was called A Dirty Little Rascal Wants to Get Back into Your Castle. You might want to check that out. I'm being reminded here. If you have Capricorn in your chart. The womb at the bottom. Something you've been working on is beginning to take form, beginning to take shape. It's in the palm of your hand. This thing that you're working on, whether it's a relationship, yourself, a healing process, a business, a hobby, whatever it is that you're interested in here, traveling for some of you, this is like your compass. This is going to guide you. It's going to help rule. It's going to guide you in your rulership over yourself. It's interesting because I mentioned North Node, and I feel like this is your North Node compass. Whatever it is that you're deeply into, this is going to guide you forward to meet your higher self, to come into union with your higher self, to integrate your higher self into your everyday activities, your everyday life. And this has been growing, I'm hearing 8 years. For 8 years now? Interesting. Okay, maybe 8 weeks for some of you. Okay, let's get into the spread here that I have. Sagittarius. What's going on for Sagittarius for their birthday? The next year. What are you doing this year to celebrate your birthday? Don't say nothing. Okay? Do something for yourself. We can't expect others to celebrate us if we don't celebrate ourselves. Just like we can't expect others to love us if we don't love ourselves. We can't expect the world to teach us things and provide us with the wisdom we need if we don't teach ourselves things. And also teach wisdom that we have. Your friend over there on your chart, your polar opposite, is Gemini. And there's something you could learn from Gemini, just as Gemini has something to learn from you. You share an energetic continuum, right? You're on either end of the same energy continuum. So there's a give and take here that's needed. More emphasis on balance this year. giving back where you can and receiving where you can. Thank you. That one really wants to come out, which is the devil. Okay. Maybe it's a Capricorn energy. What's also really cool about Temperance is that it sits in between, which is your card, it sits in between the Death card and the Devil card. I mean, what a force of light. Hey, Pixie. That you are, to be able to withstand those two energies, to sit in the middle of that, to hold the tension between those energies. There we are. Pixel, I'll make a little space for you, and then you can sit there, and if you choose not to sit there, you will have to exit the whole situation. Okay, I feel like everything that happens in the reading is part of the reading, so take that as a message there. Maybe you need to be very direct with someone. Just saw 1111. Okay, what you're here to do this year, what's the purpose? 3 of Pentacles. Yeah, something about working with others. Now, Sagittarius, sometimes you don't like to do that. Sometimes you do. But you have this rolling solo vibe about you. But Spirit's encouraging you here. Maybe it is to really tap into Gemini energy a little bit. What do you think about Gemini? You know, Gemini energy. If somebody said, hey, Sagittarius, what is Gemini energy all about for you? What would your response be? You know, have a greater understanding of your whole chart, I feel, is important this year. Working together with all of the signs. You know, we are all signs, right? So there's something here about getting to know that part of you. Also celebrating your wins. You will have some recognition this year for something that you do. Maybe an award or a reward or a pat on the back or a promotion. Some recognition is coming to you, but it will only come to you through being humble and working with others. Don't forget to acknowledge the people who have supported you to get to where it is that you're going this year. Let's pull out some of these cards. Tell me more about the 3 of Pentacles, Spirit. Ghost. For some of you, you're working on something that you previously laid to rest. You forgot about this thing, or you haven't had time to do whatever it is that you want to do. But it's been haunting you. You've been feeling like, I really should get back to that. I really need to work on that. Or maybe it's a person, I don't know. But it's like, I really need to spend some time working on that. But you haven't. And this year, you're going to pick that up again. Some of you who identify as psychics, I feel like you have some mediumship capabilities here. All right. The number 3 is really important for you in that way, I'm hearing. Number 3. Hi, Bubby. How are you? Oh, you're so cute. Guys. She's like, came up here for your birthday to say happy birthday to Sagittarius. Or just turn your back. Okay. Your greatest gift, the devil. Yeah, it's your ability to sit between death and the devil. You know, it's like, that's that mediumship there too, I'm feeling. But even though you know there's challenges ahead with Capricorn energy, with devil energy, you don't let it stop you from doing your alchemy. Here comes Wolfgang, who's a Sagittarius. Wolfgang, say hi to your fellow Sagittarians. Oh, see, he will say hi. Okay, I love you, buddy, but you know how she gets when you're up here. Maybe you're dealing with a Pisces here. You're having an issue with the Pisces who's being a little bit moody with you. Okay, so your greatest gift is to confront the challenges of shadow, to not, you're fearless in the face, I'm hearing, of evil. Okay, you're fearless. I'm hearing good Samaritan here. If you see someone doing something wrong, you have no problem calling that shit out and doing something about it. Okay? Your greatest gift. There's also something here about you discovering what the world has to offer. There's a lot about alchemy coming up here. Working with the elements, working with base materials, and these could be metaphors here, right? But it's like getting down to the basics with something in order to build something new. You have some, you have a lot of earth energy here in your reading. So I feel like this year you're going to be really bringing something in to the material form. I'm hearing cashing out. Tell me more about this devil. Happiness. Yeah, see? The devil shows up to ruin the party, and it doesn't even faze you. You know, your light, your happiness, your energy, your vitality. You know, Sagittarius is all about that vitality. It just overpowers anything toxic or negative. Now, I'm not saying you can't get involved with toxic situations. Of course you can. And you have, Sagittarius, or some of you have before in the past. But it doesn't kill that inner part of you that knows the power of being happy. Okay. Something else there? I feel like there's something else coming through here. Queen of Cups. When something destructive is going on around you, it can really affect your inner happiness. But you also know how to bring yourself out of a dark place. You've been to very dark places, for sure, but you've learned spiritual lessons when you're in that dark place. And you are the one to pull yourself out of that dark place. Some of you have spent, I'm hearing Jupiter, an expansive time in a dark night of the soul kind of energy, a darker place, maybe dealing with darker, shadowy kind of people or situations. But how do I say this? You can't be held down in the pits of despair. It's impossible to anchor you down there. You know, you rule the thighs and the butt and the legs area. You know, like you have such great strength to get up, to move, to not be chained down. It's like, the devil's chains got nothing on your Sagittarian legs, right? Your horse legs. Okay, we'll leave it there for that. How can you find joy this year? We have Knight of Cups. Opening that heart chakra. Let's see. Consciousness. Opening the heart chakra and consciousness. There's that Three of Pentacles kind of image I'm seeing here. Some of you need, if you're single, you need, maybe this is kind of redundant to say to a Sagittarius, I don't know. But it's like you need to explore your options. You can have the tendency of seeing the best in everyone, for some of you. And it's like you need to give something more time before you fully invest in it, in a love situation. If you're single, slow down with something so you can really see what it is you're working with. Okay? But finding joy is going to be opening your heart chakra this year. It's going to be exploring love, building a stronger connection with the person you're currently involved with, or opening your heart to new connections. Any negative feelings you might have around romantic love, I feel like bringing them into your conscious awareness and working through some of those challenges is going to be very helpful for you. You're going to gain a deeper understanding of yourself. And remember what I said at the beginning, Sagittarius, when you know yourself, you know the world. Know thyself first, and then you know the world. Sometimes you focus on the external quite a bit, but you got to go in too. And in your immediate connections. Gemini is about the immediate connections, right? You have to really explore those too. Bring those energies into your conscious awareness before you can really expand what it is you want to do here. I hope that makes sense. Let's see. Factors that are supporting you. 8 of Pentacles. Work. Okay, something you're working on. It's going well this year. Okay, I feel like some of you are going to have a new opportunity here in work, and it's going to be something you can't even imagine right now. But it's good. Having a routine, regardless of what your job is, could also be very helpful for you this year. 4 of Cups. If you guys are going to fight, you're going to leave. Come here, my little Sag. Come here. Ew, what are you doing? Come here. You're exploring. Oh my god. Alright, can we just chill here for a sec? No, of course, Sag doesn't just chill here, right? Sag is like, I want to see what's going on. No, buddy. Or you're gonna have to go. I don't want you to go. All right, you're going. Sorry, guys. I know some of you hate this shit, but I can't help it. Okay. All right. 4 of Cups. For factors. Are we here? No. Your intention. That's interesting. Okay, so Wolfgang disrupted me because I was going down the wrong track. So you might be intervening in something this year. You see something going off the rails, something's not going right, maybe at work or in a personal relationship, and you intervene and get things back on course. Good. Okay, your intention for this year, 8 of Pentacles, is to work. And also with the 4 of Cups, it reminds me of something my mom taught me a long time ago that I employ as often as possible as a person with a Taurus stellium. And that's do the least possible you can when it comes to something that you have to do. Okay, so I guess that basically means, get the job done for sure, but conserve your energy. You don't need to put 1,000% into something for it to be successful or for it to get done. Save your energy. If you can see a shortcut, if you can see how you could, put something off or, do something in a very simple way, do it. Don't overwork yourself. I feel like that's your intention this year. And in many instances, that's a very, very good approach to life, because our society, as it is right now, will drive you like a slave, okay? Really, truly, if you go by the Matrix mentality, you're working nonstop, 24 hours a day. Even in your sleep, your subconscious mind is constantly thinking about, I'm hearing power and progression. And that's not the way. That's not the way to integrate with your higher self, right? Or connect to your higher self. So you need to say no a couple times this year, maybe 4 times this year when it comes to some work opportunities, or you need to figure out how you can get something done without having to put all of your energy into it. So you can spend more time expanding your consciousness and opening your heart chakra. Factors that are supporting you. We have the Four of Wands. Some of you have a new house, or you're moving, or you have some stability in your life, like an actual structure. You will find some stability here. Like, I'm hearing 4 walls. Tell me more about that. Success. If you've been wanting to move or thinking about moving, it's going to be a success, and that's exactly what's going to happen for you. Spirit's giving you, and if it's not about moving house, there's something that you've wanted to give you some sense of security. And Spirit's giving this to you because you earned it, because it's yours, but also because there's something greater that needs to get done in your life path this year for you to do with opening your heart chakra. And you just need that security, that foundation for you to do what it is Spirit wants you to do. And I feel like a lot of what Spirit wants you to do is, well, it's some kind of light work here. It could even be in a connection, but it's maintaining a sense of inner happiness. And it's not just for you that Spirit wants that. Like, it's not just for your own well-being, but it's something bigger. Like, you're going to have to face some challenge here, or some person who's very shadowy, and your energy of happiness or just vitality that you have within you, your light, is going to shift the energy in a very big situation this year. We could be talking about something going on collectively in your community, or this could be interpersonally, or maybe there's some information that comes out and you need to re-educate people or something like this, okay? So the foundation, you having 4 walls and being secure in that way, is going to help you with your mission, with your focus. Okay, factors to watch out for, a warning. We have the Hierophant. Could be a Taurus energy. This is doing things by the book. Funny how I started with the books. And I said, no, I'm not going to, because sometimes when I get the books out, I read a little passage. But I was like, no. So don't do something by the book. Trust your heart. Trust your intuition. Don't get bogged down in something here. If you're going to dip into Gemini energy, okay, and use that as a resource for some kind of project you're working on to gain more success, focus on the communicative aspect of Gemini, like communicating with people in your immediate surroundings, how you can improve those relationships, rather than the part of Gemini that collects a whole bunch of information and analyzes like the details. Don't do that stuff. That's not going to serve you. Big picture thinking is what you're good at. Thinking beyond the written word, I'm hearing. Thinking beyond what is available to you, for you to know. Huh? Does that make sense? I feel like that would make sense to you. Thinking beyond what is available for you to know. You know, I heard somebody, I can't even remember where this was, but they were saying, I think it was a spiritual teacher, I don't know. They were saying, you can't think, or you can't say, or you can't intuit beyond what you know. Like, your knowledge sets the limit of what you can access energetically out in the world. And I don't think that's true. What? No. How do I download some things that I've never heard about, you know? So there's something, yeah, my Neptune is in Sagittarius. So it's like, understand that you can connect beyond what it is you already know, okay? You can access things, Akashic records or energy fields. Maybe you can't make sense of them analytically, or you can't articulate what it is you know or comprehend it in a left brain kind of way, but you still know what you know in your body. Okay, you still know what you know in your soul and your heart and and your spirit. I hope that's making sense. Let's keep going. The main lesson you will explore this year: 3 of Wands and 7 of Cups. There's a lot of stuff out there for you to explore, experience. A lot. I'm hearing myopic. Maybe this year you felt like things were closed in on you, that you couldn't really expand your energy, your connections, your money, whatever. There was a lack of expansion, perhaps. And now, this year, it's like, wow, I see things so differently. I see all the possibilities in front of me. Anything is possible. I feel like you're going to have a change of direction here in your life course. A new vision here for the future. I never say this because I don't resonate with, I don't know, even the phrase, but the 3 of Wands can be about waiting for your ships to come in. Like, I just don't resonate with that phrase. But anyways, I'm feeling it here, okay? And it's like your ships come in, but they're way grander, bigger than you ever thought they could be. Like, there's ships, there's ski-doos, there's the sailboat, there's all sorts of things coming in. All right, Sagittarius. Should we end this reading with an oracle card? I believe that would be the right thing to do. Okay. Oh, let's get a card to end this out, close this out. I hope that was helpful for you, Sagittarius. Let me know if you like this birthday bonus reading thing that I'm doing here. You'll still get your regular reading that I do for the December series, although when I do those readings, they're timeless. They're not specific to December. But anyways, Sagittarius, closing message for Sagittarius. I'm hearing love. Maybe some of you want to hear something about that. Make friends. Friendship is the alchemy of success. Yeah, that's what I was saying with the 3 of Pentacles. You got to work with others. You're going to, make friends. Make new friends. Find people. Simple pleasures. Look for the beauty that is all around you. Get lost in that thing that makes you forget about time, that expands your mind. All right, Sagittarius, we love you so much. Happy birthday, and I'll see you next time.